What is going on, YouTube? It's your favorite misadventurer, Joby1 Kenobi. Here we are out in the Tonto National Forest, just outside of Superior. We are near Queen Creek Canyon. Gonna go on a little bit of a hike. It's hot. It's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's also overcast, so the intensity of the sun has reduced dramatically. I do want to go over what I'll have to do to avoid getting heat stroke. I have my hat here, have a sun shirt on, that's good for UPF 50. I have about a gallon of water on me with electrolytes as well. Then I got plenty of carbohydrates through biscuits to help me stay hydrated. And also I know my limits, so if I'm getting to that point where I feel as though I can't make it and I'm getting delirious, I'm gonna go back. You know, there's no competition out here, it's not worth dying over. I do have a beacon, a Garmin InReach as well to use in case of emergency, but I'm just going to take it easy, kind of explore this area, see what's going on, and hopefully not run into too many. Out in the distance there, we have Oak Flat, and that is going to be, it is home to the largest copper deposit as known in the world. It's going to be bringing in billions of dollars of copper mine profits. It's owned and operated by Resolution Copper, which I'm pretty sure is a conglomerate or affiliate with Rio Tinto, which is a mining company based out of Australia. So this whole area is known as Oak Flat, which is home to many Native American ceremonies and supposedly a burial ground as well. So there's been a hotly debated and very contentious fight to get this mine up and operational due to the sacredness of this area to the San Carlos Apache tribe and other Apache tribes of the area. It's been going back and forth, and as of this date it has been approved by Congress to go forward and mine. The contention and debate about the existence of this mine is that they're having to drill or go down below the surface about 7,000 feet, and they're going to be extracting the copper ore. And by doing that, there's estimates or beliefs that this area will then subdue or start to sink, causing it to flatten more and to cave in more, which is not necessarily a good thing, because then it might lead to serious erosion damage later on in years to come. But you know, there's just a high demand for copper. There's a lot at stake here. Looks like I got somebody else on the trail. They're trying to check me out. But anyways, this whole area is very beautiful. It's about close to 3,800 to 4,000 feet above sea level. Super nice, super cool, and just a nice little quick getaway from the heat of Phoenix. Phoenix is like 110 or so degrees right now. It feels like 90, 95 with the shade and the overcast. So this feels great. I don't necessarily advise people coming out and hiking in this type of weather, but I mean, it's a lot better than hiking in Phoenix, that's for sure. Excuse me, you happen to know if this road takes me to Queen Creek Canyon Road? Kind of lost. Okay, you take care now. Here we have a form of a juniper, and it's giving us some of these berries which have a natural yeast in them. So if you gather enough of these, which they're not quite there yet, still would need a little bit more time for them to grow to fuller size, but gather them, put it in water, and add some sugar, and you can have yourself a nice fermented drink that may or may not have alcohol in it. So, scared away some of my new friends there. Startled them. So, they're taking advantage of this here tank. So these are the lifelines of the desert Southwest ranching and agriculture. What these are is just little built up mounds that hold excess rainwater and or snow melt. With it being the monsoon, it's most likely from rainwater. And those guys like to come down and get their drink on. So these are of vital importance to the infrastructure of cattle. And it is, it's not recommended. You definitely would prefer to have another water source, but if worse comes to worse and you're out here stranded, you have water. But I would advise to filter it. If you can, double filter, use some form of soil cleansing, because there's some poop around here, and the animals always just go inside of it, so they got any type of diseases that they might be carrying are going in the water as well. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Saying goes, mess with the bull, you get the horns. Bull's taking care of the herd here. Okay guys, so just kind of really cool environment here. All these like scattered boulders mixed in with these pinyon pines, the junipers, the oaks, and then you just have this high desert type environment where it just is amazing. Really awesome area. I think it's so slept on too. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is hot today, but if you bring enough materials and supplies, you can make it a good time. Just again, know your limits. Don't really do what I'm doing right now. It's about the hottest part of the day, but I was gonna be feeling remiss if I didn't get outdoors at least once this weekend. It's always important to get outside, connect with God and nature, and just dwell in your thoughts and your prayers, and see what God brings to your mind. But yeah, really cool area. That's really astonished. Trying to look down in there and see if there's any water. Looks like it's a dry creek bed, but I can imagine after a good monsoon or good snow in the winter time, when that all melts, it'll just be filled up. Really cool. Bird of prey, I'm not sure what kind. Anyways, back to focus, moment at hand. Just took a little side quest off just to take in those mountains. Look like they're getting really greened up from the little monsoons that we've received so far. But I was looking and I saw this little thing. I don't know if really you can make it out. This is as far zoomed in as I can. That's a structure. I looked in through my binoculars. Let's see if we can do it with this too. There we go, there we go. Okay. Yeah, but that's a structure of some sort. It's man-made. Don't know what exactly it is. And I think the trail or the road takes it relatively close. So I'm gonna go and check it out and see. Well, we got this wonderful little oak tree. Actually, it's not little, it's a pretty large one. And it has nuts that are in bloom. These are very tasty, and they have a good source of fats in them. I think this is a cluster oak, the Arizona breed, but you can tell when these are ready to eat by how dark they get and how quickly or how easily they come off of their little pods there. So you just twist it off the pod and you got yourself a little savory snack. All right, guys, I made it. Here I am, about to enter a top secret government installation. No, just kidding, it's a substation for the Salt River project. But this is the Forest Service road that goes around it, and such a cool little area. Definitely don't want to go on that wall. It's got sharp edges on it, and not really trying to pick up a felony here. So really cool how they carved it out. It's these. This looks like granite. Yeah, they just must have blasted and leveled it out. So we're gonna follow this. It's gonna take us around, and I think going into the Queen Creek Canyon. So I'm definitely surveying this and taking note and seeing if I can probably drive back here, which so far so good. There's like maybe the first part coming on this road that's a little sketch, but other than that, I think I can manage. I just want to say that this is for educational purposes only. Just looking and seeing how massive of a substation this really is. I'm gonna get away from here now because I can feel all the radiation and I'm starting to get real angry. You all like me, whatever. Just stumbled upon a pretty large tank here, looking rather ripe with giardia and other infections. We got a lone cow down below. Pretty gorgeous, so it's a cool area. We're gonna follow this Forest Service road and try to get to that structure up there, see what it's all about. Man, I tell you what, with how windy this spot is, it feels so great right now. Here we are, just overlooking the vast expanse of here. I think that's Hell's Canyon, but wilderness. And then way the heck out there, that mountain I believe is Mount Lemon in the Santa Catalinas. And then we got ourselves panning up past the power lines. Behind this hill is the Pinal, the Pinal Mountains. There we have Pinal Peak. There's Green Peak and a couple other mountains that are in excess of 7,000 or so feet of elevation. Right now we're sitting at about 5,000 feet above sea level, and we can see the monsoon has started to green things up here, especially going up even higher on that mountain ridge over there. Got a lot of green from the amount of rain that came through here. So just really, really beautiful out here. This is really amazing. It's hot. I was having to stop a few times so I could get water and rest in the shade, but it is so worth it. I love coming out here, just exploring the desert. And with it being so warm, you know, there's not going to be that many people here. So just be smart, take your time. Oh, I think I found out what that was. I was also really concerned that I was having like some form of paranoia, but it's just a rock structure. I don't think it's anything of significance, and I lost it, so I didn't follow suit. When I was coming up down this way, my view of the one structure was getting obscured. Maybe if I come around here more, I can see it, but it was not worth the risk, especially with how hot it was. I didn't want to go too far off trail and exhaust myself too quickly. But we're just gonna continue on. I'm gonna see if I can make this a loop. There's on all trails looks like the ability to, so I can loop back to my vehicle, maybe cut down on a few miles, but we're gonna see, because I was trying to enter in on the side that it would be a loop for, and it just was a mine road, so it said closed to the public. I think that's a grave. Yeah, that's definitely a grave. That's a peculiar structure of rocks, but yeah, old-time grave. We might check it out, might not. I'm good here. Okay, we just got over the crest or the saddle here, and we're gonna be dropping down, it looks like, into the mine. I've seen photos and pictures of it. I think there's a pond there from when the operations were still going, and as far as I can tell, there's nothing indicating to me that it's no trespassing so far. Looks like, yeah, just the road goes down into there, follows that, and we'll see. I'm gonna check the map, just confirm, and see if it is worth it. If not, I may just turn back around and come from where I came, but feeling confident. It looks like it'd be nice and shadier, a little more overgrowth of trees and stuff, so let's see. Well, I found myself a nice, cool, shady spot with a great view. I am fairly certain that is Fortuna Peak, Fortune Peak, and down below is in the valley Queen Creek, which, if you've watched other videos of mine, is where the town of Queen Creek gets its name, because it flows all the way from here near Superior down into the valley towards Queen Creek. So yeah, we're just taking a little rest and recovery. I looked further, and the All Trails does have the road that would have made this trail into a loop closed. Then I found this road that kind of led me to this spot, which I was thinking might be another connection route. It turns out that it's not. So I'm just gonna chill out, cool down a little bit, and head back to where I came from. So, which is about 3.5, maybe 4 miles away. So it'll be real nice, but just taking this in, cooling off, making sure I'm ready to go. So. Well, I wasn't hallucinating, and it wasn't a mirage. There is a structure up there. I just couldn't see it from the way in which I was going down the trail here. And I think actually it looks like maybe, just maybe, if we take this trail, this road here, it might go up towards there, but I'm gonna research it further and see. I'm just not feeling like up to it right now, just with how hot it is and being extremely cautious how I'm feeling. So just gonna heading back the way I came, coming past the secret government facility where they're definitely not testing alien technology. It's just all legit. There's nothing to worry about. Carry about your business. This is so loud. Imagine living near one of these things. Sheesh. Imagine what it's like to be near a data center. It's freaking wild. Back to Felina. We made it. Wow. That was an awesome hike, but holy crap was it hot. I am so glad to be done with that. I'm gonna have to come back and try to find that. We'll find out what that structure is all about. I'm gonna do further research and make another video about that. But if you guys like this type of stuff, we're going out, pushing our limits physically and getting out into the great blue yonder here in nature. Okay, here we are back at the truck. Had the AC running, but I think the thermometer is a little off. I don't know how much, but according to the truck, it's 105 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So that's definitely the hottest that I've ever hiked in for sure. Freaking sucks though. I noticed as I was coming back that All Trails stopped tracking me. So it says I only got 4.5 miles today when it was more like 7.2. So I'm just gonna have to take that into calculation or into consideration when I do my end of the year review. Add like another 3 miles or so just to make sure that it's accurate to how many miles I actually hiked this year. But anyways, again, if you really enjoy this type of stuff, just living out on the edge and doing things to the extreme, make sure to follow along. There's going to be plenty of adventures. I've made tons of other videos that are similar in vein. So later.